welcome back. Welcome back to part 3 of the Path of Exile beta weekend playthrough. Yes, as I said, this is part 3. If you haven't seen the other 2 videos, have a look through my channel. You will see the videos there. I've given a rundown on the options and the intro missions. We're just about to go off on the next mission. So without further ado, let's carry on. Again, this is another one of these things I was talking about in the last video. That's quite obviously a doorway. I'm sorry, before we go, we'll have a look at this notice board. But yeah, quite obviously that's a doorway. Now I do need to click on it to go through, but if I didn't mouse over that, I wouldn't have known that. I can press the Alt key to show me that, but you know, if I was just walking around here to try and find where I need to go, it's not all that obvious that I need to head out that door. If we have a look at the map, you can see the blue thing over here. This is the waypoint, which I activated, and the orange thing is the doorway there. So I guess if you'd not played it before, that would be a little confusing, and I guess they do need to have some sort of glow effect on this, which I'm guessing, because it's in development, they haven't done it yet, so we'll give them a bit of slack, cut them some slack with that. But yeah, just some feedback that I'm going to give to the developers on this one. Now the notice boards, let's have a quick look at this. We've got, as I mentioned in the first video, Path of Exile is a multiplayer action RPG, so you can play this co-op. Some people have made some public parties which you can just join, so I can click on that and I can click join. You can create your own party, and you've got friends as well, so you can send friend requests, invites. You know, you can find friends by entering a character name, things like that. I'm not going to touch on the multiplayer stuff in this series just because I've only got access to this free weekend with the beta access. These guys are doing, you know, they've opened up the beta access for the weekend just to load test their servers, which I think is a fantastic idea. You know, getting ready for launch, so they're making sure that their servers can handle it when they launch. Alright, so let's carry on with this mission. I need to go and find this medicine cabinet, or box, or whatever it is. The loading times are pretty good with this as well, so you know, going from one area to the next, it's not massive. Now that I've said that, it is, but yeah, it's pretty decent, and graphically it's quite nice. It's running quite smooth. I don't have the best PC in the world, and if you watch the first video, you'll see the settings that I've got it on. It's fairly low down for you know, for a game. I've done that mainly for recording purposes, but you know, even on the low settings, it does look quite nice, and it's running quite smooth. Alright, so we're just going to run through this mission. I'll chat about anything interesting that I see. You can see these guys, some of them have got some ranged attacks, but they also come up and punch you in the face. So we've washed up on a beach. This is quite cool as well. There's some while you've got the enemies that are trying to kill me, there's also some I guess you'd call them NPCs. I'm trying to think of the word that would describe them. The seagulls over here. If I run over towards them, they fly away. Fly away, seagulls. It's a very good atmosphere for this this mission. I quite liked it. Very much makes me think of my summer holidays at the beach. Apart from the fact that there weren't dune scavengers on on my summer holidays, that's for sure. Alrighty, I've leveled up again. The Incredible Hulk has leveled up. So we're going to have a look at that skill tree again, and we'll see what we can do now. Going to have spend a little bit more time. Oh, hang on, I've got a new weapon. Let's just see if that's better. What have we got? Physical damage 5 to 8, 4 to 8. Yeah, not so much. Did you just drop? Just a hatchet. Okay, so level up time. So if you saw the first video, this ginormous skill tree, my goodness. And you can see now this was the first skill that I chose, the melee damage, increases 12% physical melee damage. And now I've got an option, I can choose plus 10 to strength, or I can increase my melee damage by a further 8%. Let's just have a quick look through it forward here just to see where this will lead. So if I choose this one here, I can either go with one-handed accuracy, two-handed weapon accuracy, or melee damage. So I can continue through with the melee damage tree. That way I can get to two-handed damage, 6% increase in there, or one-handed damage. So if I go in this path, focusing on one-handed damage, I will get there eventually, or I can skip straight through here and go that way to get to here. Massive amounts of options with leveling up your characters, as you can see. You know, you can play this through with multiple characters and you can have different build outs. They can all be very unique. You've got so many options to choose from, it's ridiculous. Quick look here with the health, life regen. Yes, I'm being attacked, so I'm just going to up my health a little bit here. I'm going to get out of here and get rid of this skulking wretch. And let's carry on. Okay, so it's not that way. I'm just going to try and run through as quick as I can with this mission, just so I don't take up too much time on the video. Get you guys to see as much as possible, you know, in the shortest time as possible, and hopefully keep it interesting for you guys to watch as well. Righty. Trying not to get too distracted with lots of mobs. Oh my god. One thing I haven't tried yet is this middle mouse button. Let's try to see what this does. Nothing too exciting. Excellent. Run away. So yeah, very much your standard sort of RPG, action RPG fare. I'm being attacked from all sides. Same sort of tactics that you'd use in games like Diablo. You know, run away, attack one thing at a time. And funnily enough, I got no loot out of any of that. Most of these characters will, you know, probably 1 in 5 I've found have actually dropped something. Well, that's quite rare. A big mob there dropped nothing. Anyway, carry on. Not to be phased. Smashed him. Nice. Yeah, I think I said to you guys in my last video, apologies for if you can hear stuff in the background. I've got the telly on at the moment because the Olympics is on. I believe the Aussies are still down in the water polo. Yes, it's the same night. Just trying to get through as much of this game as I can in this free beta access. Trying to record as much as I can and get this up online so you guys can watch it. Yeah, I put fairly high hopes into this game. You know, I was quite excited when Diablo 3 came out, but yeah, if you guys have played Diablo 3 or if you've seen videos on YouTube, or even, you know, spoken to people about the game, you may have heard, you know, lots of bad reports of things about the game. I was lucky in that I didn't experience too much of it early on, but like everyone else, you know, the tweaks that Blizzard have been doing with, you know, fixing up exploits, I wouldn't say exploits, but they seem to be taking a fair bit of fun out of the game, and that's just a personal opinion. One thing that I quite like about the action RPGs is that, you know, you can find sections, you know, where you can find good gear, and you can replay those sections over and over so you can get good gear and, you know, end up feeling godly. I think that's one of the cool things about, you know, the action RPGs. Being able to go in, like this here, for example. I was being hammered by that guy. I run out. Haven't had to find any better gear to kill him, but you can see it's quite hard for me to actually kill this guy. I could run off, try and find a better weapon and some better armor so I'd survive better. Or I'll just use some tactics and kill him. But yeah, the idea with the being able to find better gear in the game makes the game more fun, because it makes it a lot easier for you to survive. And yeah, I don't find dying over and over in a game to be a heck of a lot of fun. Call me funny. If that's your cup of tea, then go and play Dark Souls. Again, just my opinion. You may have a different opinion, that's fine, that's your own opinion. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, I'm quite hoping that this game will be a lot of fun. Especially with, it's got multiplayer access, so being able to play co-op with your friends. It's free to play, so you know, you don't have to tell your friends to fork out 50, 60 bucks or whatever to go buy the game to play it. You can just download the client, log in, and, you know, team up and play. Lots of potential. Right, I've got the inventory open. I just want to have a look at my loot that I've picked up. You can see, bloody hell, random mobs, stop spawning. I'm trying to look at my gear. I'm going to kill this thing and I'm going to stop moving. No, I'm going to kill these things and I'm going to stop moving. Come on. Right, running back. Okay, no more mobs. Right. Now, I'm opening up the character screen. I just want to compare DPS. Look at that, it's gone up to 19.9. Let's keep that. I'm just going to have to drop this for a sec. I need to reorganize my... Oh, damn it. Die. Excellent. Inventory management. I'll probably cut the inventory management out in the final video. What was on the ground here? Anything decent? Oh, something I forgot to show in one of the early videos was one of the option screens. In the UI, it had here show full descriptions. I've got that ticked. Now that's when highlighting an item on the ground, its full description will be shown. So you can see that here. There's a driftwood scepter and a plate vest. If I mouse over the plate vest, you can see over on the right, just above the mana orb, I've got the plate vest, and you can see it's got 2 sockets and armor of 14. So you can, without having to pick up the item, you can see and you can compare it to what you're currently wearing. Now, it would be nice if they had an option here that showed your currently equipped item, so you wouldn't have to, you know, flick between your inventory item and the thing on the ground. But again, it's early days for the game, so they may actually add that feature in, especially if they get feedback. So hopefully we'll send some through. So let's see, anything else? Armor 8. I'm just going to equip this helmet just because it's got a red socket and my heavy strike. I want to be able to use that again. So you can see I put that into a armor slot and it's become available for me to use. However, requires a mace, axe, sword or two-handed weaponer, so I can't do it with a dagger. Yeah, that's okay. What I'll do instead is I'll put a ground strike in there. Ground slam, sorry. Ground Slam only works with staves or maces. Awesome. Alright. I'll leave it in there just to level it up anyway. And let's carry on. As I said earlier, I'll probably cut some of this out, just because it's a little bit boring for you guys to sit here and watch. Now this is what I was talking about feeling godly. I was having trouble there with my little driftwood mace. Was it a mace? Club. You know, I was having to hit things several times to kill them, and now one hit, dead. Nice little dagger. Very nice. Alrighty, now I've found where I need to be. Let's try and run through this nice and quick. Tidal Island, here we go. Now, I have played this already tonight, so I know what's up ahead. There will be a, what will you call them? It's not a boss fight, but it's like a rare mob or a champion mob, as you would say in, or elite pack even, as you would say in Diablo 3. That's the, what's that? Spirit Shield, okay. The thing that you have to get through, you know, to find your the goal of this mission, the magic, magic, the medicine chest. As it is with most RPGs, you know, you'll have a mission to do. You're going to have to either fight through, you know, masses of mobs to get to your objective, or at the end of it, you'll have a boss to kill to get to your objective. So far, that's the missions that I've had here. Now my Grand Slam is leveled up. I've also leveled up, so I'm just going to assign these skills here. Strength or maximum life. What do I want? I want that just because I want life regen. Save me having to use my health orbs all the time. Let's have a quick look at these chests. Anything decent? Alright, so here we go. Boss fight coming up. No. Okay, that's where it was last time. And that's cool. It's randomly generated levels each time. It's not the same. Hence the random of the randomly generated levels. Again, that's something nice about these sorts of games, that they can do that. It means you're going to come back and you're going to play it again because it's not the same thing over and over. Yes, the story's going to be the same, but you know, your levels and your mobs are going to be different. Here we go. This is the thing that I need to kill. Extra cold damage. He's freezing me. Here comes some of this. Run away. Okay, cool. Nicely done. I'm just going to drop some of this. Let's go over here and drop it. Don't need that. Don't want that. Okay. Pick up all these blues. There's the quest item, the medicine chest. Don't want any of that. No. Now, I could run back. Wow, that's the medicine chest right there. That's pretty cool. What do we got? Patient rating. Patient rating. 14. No, don't want any of that. Alright. I'm just going to carry on and clear out this area. Just because I've not yet found any portal scrolls. Just double check that. No, I haven't. Again, fairly standard fare with action RPGs. you can find town portal scrolls that you can just cast, which will take you back to current safe haven. What was that? Current blade, that could be cool. Yeah, give it a boot. It's a nice dagger I've got here. One hitting things nicely. Let's see, what have we got? Double strike. Perform 2 fast attacks an enemy with a melee weapon. Now, where can I stick that? Yeah. Comments below. Yes. I did leave that open. Now you can see that skill gem has assigned it to the hotbar rather than to the mouse buttons because the mouse buttons are already assigned. We're going to reassign these. You do that simply by left clicking and then clicking on the skill. I've done that just because that ground slam, I'll put ground slam there, is not useful for me at the moment because I'm not using the required mace or staff, I think it was. What did it say? Only works with staves or maces, yeah. So that wasn't useful. Took it off because I'm using my dagger. And I can use the double strike. It's a lot easier to use from the mouse than having to press the keys. And through the door. Still haven't found any town portal scroll, so I'm going to have to run back. I'll speed this bit up, just because you guys don't get to watch it. See you back at town. Hey, I'm back. Alrighty. So just going to go and finish off this mission. Hand over the medicine cabinet that I found, or chest, whatever it's called. Here you go, Nessa. Heal them up. Now I get a reward. Now, I think I mentioned this earlier. These life flasks, they regenerate, or they fill up charges as I kill things. Now I can actually get a medium life flask, which will give me 100 life recovery. So let's choose that. I tend to be using that more than mana regen at the moment. And interestingly, even though that was a quest reward, it's unidentified, so I'll identify that one. This is another little bug I found before. Pick up the empty flask, and oh, okay, I can drop it in. I couldn't drop it into my belt before, it wouldn't let me for some reason. It's worked now, which is great. So that's a good spot to leave it there. I've finished that item. Hey, check that out. Someone's got a pet. Awesome. That's something to look forward to. It's a kiwi bird. Yeah, I mentioned in the first video this is being developed by some New Zealand developers. So yeah, it seems only reasonable that they put a kiwi bird in as one of their pets. I wonder if they'll have any possums. Probably not. Possums will probably be one of the mobs that you can kill later on. Anyway, I'm going to leave that video right there, guys. As always, leave any comments below and stay tuned for more videos. Hope you enjoyed.